everybody. I hope you're all having a good, what is it today? Wednesday? A good Wednesday evening. As always, I am Alpaca, and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV stream. I feel like this is my fifth stream in the row. Just working on this Sage video, and we are getting somewhere. We are definitely getting somewhere, chat. That's the best way that I can put it. It's okay though. We'll finish this eventually. Eventually it'll be over. I am expecting to get pretty far today. Looking at my looking at my timeline here, I am around 6 minutes into the video, so we are basically halfway done. And I definitely do want to put in some mileage today, so let's see how far we can get. Let's see how far we can get. Hopefully we can get pretty far, but if not, that's okay. I'm saying it right now, the video is going to be done by this weekend, hopefully. Last week I did something I never thought I would do, chat. I touched grass. I went outside. I watched the Super Bowl. I hung out with friends. It was something I never done before. It was something unexpected, apparently. But yeah, that's what happened last weekend. I didn't really get much time to work on videos and frankly do anything, just because I was trying to socialize and I was trying to be a friend, be a good friend. But yeah, that's what happened last weekend, and that's why I didn't finish the video last weekend. But now this weekend I get to just be home and not go outside. It's gonna be great. Oh, I love those days. I love the days where I can just be home all day, get some Taco Bell, and just play video games. That is my goal. That is my goal for this weekend. I'm not planning anything. Oh, but it's Valentine's Day. I just realized it's Valentine's Day this weekend. Well, so much for my chill weekend. It's gonna be Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be doing Valentine's Day stuff, and yeah, that's all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to finish the video tonight. It is 10:45, which means it is pretty early. I've been starting stream the last couple days, like around midnight, and yeah, we made it early tonight, chat. It is about to be 11. That is early. That is early for me, but it's okay. Also, I finally figured out how to add alerts, Twitch alerts to my stream. Apparently, it's not something you can do natively with OBS. I previously used Streamlabs, and Streamlabs you could just do it natively, but apparently not with OBS. But check this out. Look at that! Look at that alert. That took me so long to figure out how to find that, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, test out my alerts if you can. Hopefully they work. I'm not too familiar with streams and Twitch stuff, so it's always a little iffy for me. But Yeah, I am still feeling a little sick. I will be sick, but that's okay. I think I'm finally getting over it. It seems like my voice is coming back, which is nice. But yeah, it's just it just feels like one of those days, you know? Just one of those days. Let me post my stream on my Discord and stuff just to let people know that I am going live. And then we will start in a little bit. Actually, let me post this in several different Discords, because apparently that is what you do nowadays. You just spam your links on other people's Discords, and that's good. That's good enough. Okay, let me see. How do I Twitch clips, promote your stuff? Here we go. And here we go. And all right. Let's try and finish this video. Let's just get into it, chat. Let us just get into it. Okay. So where was I last? Let's see.
Use a shield prognosis before it happens, and then heal them afterwards. This is the basics of playing Sage. Just shield the tank, attack the boss, and when the shield breaks, apply another one. Cardia should be enough. This is the basics of playing Sage. Just shield the tank, attack the boss, and when the shield breaks, apply another one. Cardia should be enough healing for most fights. But remember how I said earlier?
Here, let me add Cardia. I'm trying to get into the habit of every time that I name a skill or anything that has to do with the job to like post a picture of it or like a screenshot, I guess. So that's the thing that I'm trying to remember to do every time, just because I tend to forget sometimes.
Cardia.
We'll do
Cardia
left.
One. Cardia should be enough healing for most fights. But remember how I said earlier, you're not really going to be using diagnosis much.
Actually, let me put like a black and white filter on this, because I feel like that's usually what people do whenever they're doing like a flashback or something.
You're not really going to be using diagnosis much.
Actually, I should make it consistent. Where did I say that at? I remember it was pretty early on. I think it's when I was talking about diagnosis. Here we go.
You're not really going to be using it much. This is your basic heal, but honestly, you're not really going to be using it much. This is your basic heal, but honestly, you're not really going to be using it much.
Okay, how can I do this?
Using it much.
Okay, let me copy that, and then I'm gonna paste it.
Using diagnosis much. You're not really going to be.
Okay. Actually, I don't want to lose that, so let me put you over there.
You're not really going to be using diagnosis much. Earlier, you're not really going to be using diagnosis much. That's because
okay. And then I'll put a black and white filter on this one.
Earlier, you're not really going to be using diagnosis much. That's because Sage has a ton of better healing spells. so let's talk about them individually. The first one I want you to add to your hotbar is called Druco.
Druco. I hope I am pronouncing those correctly, because I gotta be honest, chat. What I did is I just went to look at other people's videos and I was like, how are other people pronouncing it? And then I'm just copying the pronunciation. So hopefully they got it right. And if I got it wrong, I'm just gonna blame the other guy. I'm gonna blame the other YouTubers, because that is how other YouTubers pronounced it. So don't come at me, chat. Don't come at me if the pronunciation is wrong. Something about Sage. I feel like Sage the most. The names of the abilities for Sage have always tripped me up. Every time.
Druco. This will be your go-to healing spell, so put it somewhere easy to reach.
Okay, let me take out the filter on this one. Actually, how do I take off a filter? That would be something I should know. Filters. No. Is there a way that you can take off a filter? There's gotta be. There's gotta be a way. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy.
Somewhere easy to reach. To talk about this, we first healing spell, so put it somewhere easy to reach.
Okay. Let me give myself a nice clear day. Okay. And then let me take all this out. And I'm just gonna put true coal. Okay. Always wing it and pronounce it different every time. I did that as a bit. I think for my Black Mage guide. Or was it my Red Mage guide? I don't remember, but for one of my videos, I pronounced it differently every single time, hoping that someone in the comments will like comment on it or check on it, but no one caught it. So I guess the bit wasn't that funny, but I enjoyed it. I'd enjoyed it. It's okay. Also, welcome Kirky Cat. Welcome to the stream. We are just getting started here. But yeah, if you can't tell, I am working on a Sage video. Oh, my instant replay is turned off. Okay, let me do that again. Okay, come on, get out the way. All right, and Drew Cole. Okay. And there we go.
Spell, so put it somewhere easy to reach. To talk about this, we first need to talk. To talk about this, we first need to talk. To talk about this, we first need to talk about Sage's job gauge.
Okay.
Healing spell, so put it somewhere easy to reach. To talk about this, we first need to talk about Sage's job gauge.
Job gauge time. But let me move this a little bit.
So put it somewhere easy to reach.
Here, we're gonna move that over.
So
okay.
Put it somewhere easy to reach. To talk about this, we first need to talk.
Then I can move
easy
this.
to reach. To talk about this, we first need to talk about Sage's job gauge.
Okay. Let's see. I think I already have a close-up of the job gauge somewhere here, so I can just... Here we go.
Gauge. About sage, first need to talk about this. We first need to talk about Sage's job gauge. Click the ability. Click the ability, and look at what happens to your job.
Okay, so I'm just explaining Druko. Here, I'm gonna make these bigger so it's easier to understand. Yeah, we'll do it down here. Okay.
Click the ability. Click the ability. Click the ability, and look at what happens to your job gauge. Use one of these blue balls called adder stings, and the gauge starts to refill. Happens to your job gauge. Click the ability, and look at what happens to your job gauge.
Okay.
Happens to your job gauge. Use one of these blue balls called adder stings, and the gauge starts to refill. Gauge. Use one of these blue balls called adder stings, and the gauge starts to refill. All you need to know right now is this should be the heal you use whenever you need to quickly heal someone.
Okay. Let's go into a duty support dungeon real quick. We'll do let's see. We can do Matoya's Relic, just because I like Matoya's Relic. It's a good dungeon. It's a good dungeon, for sure. I just want a clip of me using the heal. Okay. Just need Graha to get low on health, and then I will heal him. Okay. Nice. That was perfect.
Called adder stings, and the gauge starts to refill. All you need to know right now is this should be the heal you use whenever you need to quickly heal someone, like when the dragoon gets hit by the boss.
Okay. Okay. Let me just give myself a quick Dragoon armor. There we go. Okay.
Like when the Dragoon gets hit by the boss. The cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it, which means as long as you have blue balls, you can use it. Also, the cool thing about for it, which means as long as you have blue balls, you can use it. Also, your gauge refills once every 20 seconds. You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls. Cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it.
Okay.
The cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it, which means as long as you have blue balls, you can use it. Which means as long as... The cool thing about this though is there is... The cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it, which means as long as you have blue balls, you can use it. Also, your gauge refills once every...
Okay. I want to let me do that one again because I do want to have the audio for that one. Is that your friend's voice? No, that's actually my wife. She does the voice acting for my videos. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. And there you go. Okay. She sounds so cute. Thank you. I'll let her know.
The cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it, which means as long as you have blue balls, you can use it. Also, your gauge refills, you can use...
Okay. Damn. Every time I hear this song, it just reminds me of Endwalker. Of all the emotions, all of the stuff that we went through in Endwalker. Good times. Good times, chat. Very good times.
Blue balls, you can use it. Also, your gauge refills once every 20 seconds. You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls.
Okay. Alright, that's done. Let's see here. Move back to this one. And then I will do... Okay, we'll go into... Yeah, we'll fight the mobs. Okay. Let me get a good angle on this. Oh, actually, let me just record. Sage notices are satisfying. Yup, I agree. That's one of the best parts of the job. It's like you never think about it, but all of those little details, like the sound effects, the animations that your character does, the special effects, like all of those stuffs are really cool at making a like a job more impactful, more appealing, more visually appealing for the most part. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna speed this one up.
Once every 20 seconds. You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls. You use adder stings for certain abilities, so let's talk about each of them. Also, your gauge... You can use it. Also, your gauge...
Okay,
You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls.
Okay, I'm gonna speed this up.
Use it. Also, your gauge refills once every...
Here, let me do a nice little zoom.
Also, your gauge refills once every 20 seconds. You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls. You use adder stings for certain abilities, so let's talk about... You use...
Other stinks. I really gotta go back. I gotta remember to go back and fix some of these captions because they are not the best. I will say.
You use adder stings for certain abilities, so let's talk about each of them.
Okay. Let me do... I'm just gonna put all of them. Addersgall. Oh, did I mess that up? Adder Sting grants 1 stack of Adder Sting. Oh, so Adder Sting is the fucking Toxicon. Oh, whoops. Well, that's embarrassing. I might have to cut that.
You can use it. Also, your gauge refills once every 20 seconds. You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls. You use adder stings for certain abilities, so let's talk about each of these. You use adder stings for...
How do I do this? Because I might have to just have her re-record that.
Certain abilities, so let's talk about each of them. The AoE version... You use adder stings for certain abilities.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it for now. Like, That way, it's a reminder not to post this video until I re-record that. But that's okay. Actually,
You use adder stings for
I have an idea.
adder stings for certain use for certain abilities.
I'm just gonna change this. Add a text Addersgall. Is that how you spell it? Addersgall. Addersgall. Yeah. Okay.
Addersgall.
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 Addersgall. Addersgall.
Addersgall.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw that in there. It's fine. It works. It works.
You use for
Addersgall.
certain abilities.
Whoa, wait, what?
Addersgall.
Why did that sound differently?
Addersgall.
For
Addersgall.
certain
What the hell is wrong with this? All right, let me generate this again.
for
Addersgall.
certain abilities.
Oh,
For
Addersgall.
certain
that's not what it sounds like.
Addersgall.
Addersgall.
Can I throw this one in here? Let's see. Let us see.
use
Addersgall.
for certain abilities.
There you go. That's perfect.
You use
Addersgall.
for certain abilities.
It's a little scuffed, but it's fine. Addersgall.
Addersgall.
For certain abilities. So let's talk about
10 out of 10, exactly.
for certain abilities. So let's talk about each of them. For certain ability. Use
Adder.
Okay. Let's see. I did like the way this one came out, so I think I'm just gonna copy this.
Sage has a ton of better healing. That's because Sage has a playing Sage story. This is the bosses. Again, start with it turns diagnosis and prognosis.
Okay, actually, I'll just make it again. It's fine. Actually, ooh, I'll use this one instead, actually. This is cool.
For certain abilities. You use
Addersgall.
for certain abilities.
Okay, and then I need to just get all the ones that use blue balls. Okay, sure, let me use this so I don't forget one. Let's see. So Druco, Terracol, Caracol. I don't have that one yet. Caracol. Sure, let me organize my thingy here. Okay, Caracol, Ixicol. Ixicol is over here. Zoe, no. Pepsis, no. Terracol, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Wasn't as much as I thought, actually. Okay, let me just... do that. Do that. Do that. And then I'm going to give each of them an animation.
You use
Okay.
You use 3 of these blue balls. You use
Addersgall.
for certain abilities.
I don't know why that makes me laugh, but that's pretty funny. Okay.
You use
Let me.
You use
Addersgall.
for certain abilities, so let's talk about each of them. The AoE version of Drukul is called Ixikul. Each of them.
Okay. I never noticed. I never noticed that hole up there. Wait, is this? All right. No, nobody tell Yoshi P what I'm about to do. But I'm curious. Is this an actual? Oh. Interesting. Okay. That is crazy. Like they actually put trees and details here. Honestly, I actually thought it was just like a image or like a background or something, but they actually made it 3D. That's cool. Damn, there's just so much to explore here. Like, look at all this random stuff. Huh. All right. No, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Okay. Where is my converse? Okay.
Each of them. The AoE version. Each of them. The AoE version of Drukul is called Ixikul.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do single target. And then we can add Ixikul. On this side, copy then I'm gonna do AoE. I do not like this font. That's good. Or actually no, that's not good. Okay, that's better. That's way better. Okay.
The AoE version of Drukul. The AoE version of Drukul is called.
Okay. Animation.
Ixikul. Is called Ixikul. This is a good heal to use when a bunch of people are low.
Okay. Where's my Ixikul? There we go. And then I'm gonna do cool. Yeah, so most of my video editing that takes most of my time is just going in and recording footage to make it match whatever I'm talking about or whatever the dialogue is talking about. So that's usually what I do. I find it easier for myself to do it that way, where it's like I just got to go in and record some B-roll, record some footage, and then just put it all together into a video. That usually makes it a lot easier to manage, in my opinion, than doing everything together, like as you build your video. But that works for me. You got to find what works for you. Okay. So let me erase this, and then I'm gonna keep Ixicol here.
This is a good heal.
Okay.
This is a good heal to use when a bunch of people are low in health. Just keep in mind, people are low in health.
Actually, let me go fight the boss. Actually, yeah, let's go fight the boss. Hey, come on, Graha. We're pulling everything, bro. We are pulling everything, bro. I'm sorry, Graha, but we pull wall to wall in this server. That is how it's done. Okay, I just need them to take damage. But it looks like Ishtola does not take damage. That's not what she does. That is not what she does, chat. Okay, actually, this is perfect. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Hey, MH92086. I just logged off FFXIV. Bro, how could you? How could you log off? That is impossible. Don't you know you gotta just dance in Limsa and AFK for 10 hours every single day and every single night? Do you call yourself a Final Fantasy XIV fan if you don't AFK in Limsa? These are the real questions. Oh, she kills me. Okay, I need a shot of me healing with Ixicol, so I need Graha, I need Ishtola, and I need Alize to take some damage, please. Please take some damage. I'm just waiting for a raid wide, if he does a raid right, actually. Or maybe they'll mess up the mechanics. Is that even possible for the trusts to mess up a mechanic? I actually don't know. Limbs of people watching is a great entertainment. Yup, true. Okay, oh, perfect. Let me do... There we go. That is what I was looking for. That is what I was looking for. Okay.
It's a good heal to use. This is a good heal to use when a bunch of people are low in health. Just keep in mind that you need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. People are low in health. Keep in mind that you need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again.
Okay. All right.
sign that you need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. Next is Caracal.
Caracal. Okay, which one is Caracal? Oh, that's the shield. Caracal.
Next is Caracal.
Okay. Let me fix the spelling. Carachol. Carachol. Okay. All right. Back to the boss, everybody. Let's go. Let us go. Okay. Okay.
Is Caracal. This is a team shield that again. Next is Caracal. This is a team shield. Again. Next is Caracal. This is a team shield.
Okay. Let me get one with the audio as well. Turn off the music for a second. Okay. I'm gonna do I'll do like a top view. Cool.
Next is Caracal. This is a team shield that also heals. After
Actually, let me take the audio. I'm just gonna copy it on the first one. No one needs to know, chat. No one needs to know.
again. Next is Caracal. This is a team shield that also heals. After you use it, you'll have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. After you use it, also heals.
Okay. And then I'll get a third angle. I will do one in battle, actually. All right. Okay. Yeah, no one needs to know, chat.
After you use it, you'll have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. You'll have to wait 30 seconds. You'll have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. You'll have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. 30 seconds.
Gonna zoom in on the cooldown.
After you use it, you'll have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. The last of the blue ball heals is called...
Okay.
The last of the blue ball heals is called Terracle.
Terracle. Okay. Oh, how am I still alive? Could have sworn. I could have sworn that was gonna kill me. Okay. Terracoal. Let me give this to Graha. Actually, I'm gonna give it to myself. Okay.
Use it again. The last of the blue ball heals is called Caracal. This one is stronger than Drucol and all. Before you can use it again. The last of the blue ball heals is called Terracal. This one is stronger than Drucol and also shields your teammate. The last of the blue ball heals is called Terracal.
Okay.
This one is stronger than all heals is called Terracal. This one is stronger than Drucol and also shields your teammate. You will also need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again.
Okay. Could probably cut that out, actually.
You will also need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again.
Okay.
And also shields your teammate. So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal.
Okay. Alright, we could get out of here now. I just started playing Final Fantasy XIV almost 2 weeks ago. Gonna have you on while I run MSQ. Nice to meet ya. Thank you for being here. Lift your spirits. I appreciate you. This is Final Fantasy XIV is definitely a journey. It is a journey. It is a long game. But if I can give you some unsolicited advice, is try not to burn yourself out. There is a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading, a lot of quests, a lot of cutscenes, a lot of story. And I always tell people this, if you burn yourself out, if you play the game, 10 hours a day, every single day, eventually you're going to get sick of it, like you will get sick of anything. So pace yourself, take your time. If you're not feeling the story, it's okay to take a little break. I've met many people who just want to bum rush MSQ and just get the story done, and then eventually they're skipping cutscenes, they're skipping dialogue, they are not paying attention to the story, and eventually you just sort of lose interest, and I get that. So it's tough. I'm at the end of ARR. Wow, you are barely at the beginning. Just remember, there is a free trial. Can you rate an edit, please, or do you not do that? I've never been asked to rate an edit. Secret edits. Is it Final Fantasy XIV related? If it is, I don't mind. But yeah, you are at the end of ARR, and if you can make it to the end, this is what I tell everybody. If you can make it to the end of Heaven's Ward, then you're pretty much going to make it to end game. Like that's pretty much how it goes. Like if you get to the end of Heaven's Ward and you are still enjoying the game, you're going to make it to end game, like 100%, because everybody always filters out around the middle of ARR. No, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna make one in your honor though. Hey, that's what's up. Do that, and then I will edit. I would rate your edit. Yeah, that's this is a Final Fantasy XIV only TikTok. That is what I do. That is what I do. Okay, what was I doing? I got distracted.
So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up.
Here, let me. As much as I like this one, like this background, I already used it twice. I don't want to use it 3 times. Like that is too much. Let me see. We can use here, we'll reuse this one.
To recap, these are all the heals.
Okay.
So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's talk about the spells that use to heal. It's your teammate. So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using
Diagnosis, Prognosis.
I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis. These up before using
Okay. Then I'm gonna add a animation. We'll do zoom in.
Prognosis before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's using Diagnosis and Prognosis. Before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So
yo, hey, what up, Windwalk? It has been a minute. It has been a minute since I've come across like your content.
These are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using.
It's good to see you though. It's good to see you again. We need more 14 streamers. I was looking on Twitch the other day, and I was like, how the fuck does this game have so little streamers? Like, the game is so popular all around the world. There are millions of people that are subscribed, and yet I was on Twitch and there was only like 100 people streaming the game. What is up with that? What is up with that? As far as enjoyment factor, I've been running the extreme primals today, did the last of the Hildy quest basically at the end of the part at least, and have been absolutely loving it. Yeah, man, I mean, I always tell people, like, 14 is not a game for everyone, but at some point, for everybody, at some point, the game just clicks. it just clicks, everything sort of falls into place, and then all of a sudden you start to realize that this is a really, really good game. And for some people it happens around the end of ARR. For some people it happens around the like the end of post Heavens. People, it doesn't happen to the end of Shadowbringers, but at some point in your journey of Final Fantasy XIV, the game is just gonna click and you're gonna be like, whoa, I am experiencing peak video game, peak MMO. It happens to everybody, and once that happens, you're gonna become a walking billboard for Final Fantasy XIV. You're gonna be telling all your friends to play the game. You're gonna be spamming your Discord with videos about the game and memes and everything, and then you're just gonna become a walking ad for Final Fantasy XIV, telling everybody to try out the free trial that goes all the way up to Stormblood. It happens to everybody, chat. Because for whatever reason, there is no middle ground for this game. You either love it or you hate it. You either love the cat girls or you hate the Lalafels. Like, there is no in between, chat. You love the game or you hate the game. Those are the only two options when it comes to this game. It's crazy. It's crazy. There are no casual Final Fantasy XIV players. There are just people that love the game and people who don't like great video games, great MMOs. Like, those are the only two options. I don't make the rules, chat. I don't make the rules. But that's how it goes. That is how it goes.
But to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. Up before using Diagnosis.
Like, I don't like how this replaces.
Prognosis to heal.
Let me see.
Up before using
I guess I can do.
Diagnosis and Prognosis
I guess I can do this.
to heal.
And then I can do arrows. Actually, nah, it's fine.
I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's...
Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of a break here because I feel like it just moves on. Just moves on a little too quick. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm just gonna give it like a 5 seconds.
Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal.
Okay. Like a good 2 seconds actually. Just a little beat. Just a little beat to catch your breath.
To heal.
Okay.
Using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's talk about the spells that you...
Okay, that's good.
So now
That
let's
is
talk
good.
about the...
It's also my first MMO. I'm super excited to be getting into it. That is awesome. Like, this was also my first MMO, and I didn't know what to expect. Like, I played Final Fantasy games before. I played Final Fantasy VII. That took over my life for like a good 4 or 5 years. I played through the OG. I played through Crisis Core, and then I played through the remakes that just came out a couple years ago. I was hooked because I first played Final Fantasy VII on the PS1 when I was like 10 years old. I was like really young, and I remember enjoying it, but it wasn't something that really blew me away at the time. I mean, I was young. I'm pretty sure I was just skipping through the dialogue and just wanting to do the the turn-based battles. So it wasn't like I fully paid attention, but it wasn't until I played Crisis Core on the PSP that was the game that got me into Final Fantasy VII. Because after I played Crisis Core, I got hooked. I played through the OGs again. I watched the movie Advent Children. I just took a deep dive into all the Final Fantasy VII content. Came out. Oh boy, that just shocked me. It shocked me of how good a game can be. And I was like, wow. And then I heard about this game called Final Fantasy XIV that had cat girls and dragon girls, and I didn't know what to expect, but I was like, you know what? I'm looking for a new game. I want a new main game. So I started looking at videos. I started watching Zepla's videos on YouTube. And then suddenly I became hooked with the Final Fantasy XIV MMO game with cat girls that I just fell in love with. And I am so happy that I found this game. It saddens me that this game was out there in the public and I didn't know about it. I wasn't playing it. That broke my heart. You know, I could have been playing this game 5 years ago, chat. 5 years ago. And I didn't. I was wasting my time on Overwatch and Rocket League when I could be playing Final Fantasy XIV. But I'm here now, and I am so happy because we have another, 8-10 years of content coming out. Like that, I mean, that to me is just crazy. Like, it's just crazy to think about that we still have so much more content to come. But the one thing that a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that somewhere in the Square Enix offices, I am pretty sure that they are working on the next Final Fantasy MMO. I mean, they've got to be, right? Like somewhere deep in the bowels of the Square Enix's offices, someone out there is working on a new MMO. Because remember, Final Fantasy XI was an MMO. 12, 13 were single player. 14 was an MMO. We had 15. We already had 16. Which means 17. Hint, 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 hint. I'm not saying it's a fact, but if they keep that consistent, where there's 2 games in between each MMO, we're going to be eating good, chat. We're going to be eating good.
So now let's talk about the spell.
Hopefully.
So now let's talk about the spells that use MP. Vices is simple. So now let's talk about the spells.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go somewhere else. Where haven't I been? Let's see. We can go to what has a good background? Yeah, let's go to Elpis. Elpis is always good. Let's go find those axolotls. I know they're here somewhere. One of these ponds. Oh, actually, this is way better. so cute. Oh, look. Oh, it's the little hedgehog. Okay. How cute. Perfect. Okay. We'll do this, and then we will do
So now let's talk about the spells that use MP.
okay.
So now let's talk about the spells that use MP. Vices is simple. This is just an... So now let's talk about the spells that use MP.
Okay. Vices.
Vices is... So now let's talk about the spells that use MP. Vices is simple. Talk about the spells that use MP. Vices is... MP. Vices is simple. This is just an AoE that heals over time. And then there's Pepsis. Vices is simple. So now let's talk about the spells that use MP. Vices is simple. This is that use MP. Vices is simple. This is...
Okay. Vices. Okay, how does this look?
This is simple. This is just an AoE that heals over time. And then there's Pepsis. This is just an AoE that heals... This is just an AoE that heals over time. And then there's Pepsis.
Pepsis. Okay, I'm gonna need to go into a dungeon for this one. Actually, I could just do we'll just do a duty support, and then we can go back into Warcore Lador. Lardor. Okay.
And then there's Pepsis. This one is interesting because for this to heal, you need to have a shield. What it does is it removes the shield and will give you a bunch of HP. This means the combo for this is Eucrasia.
Okay.
And then there's Pepsis. This one is...
Okay. Let me do that. Okay, let's just get into battle. Hopefully the boss does a raid wide. Because I just need everybody to take some damage. So no healing, Urianger. No healing yet. Okay. That was an okay clip. I'm gonna see if I can get something better. Okay, perfect. Oh, they may have healed a little too quick for that one. This is still such a good trial. I like this one. I think they did a good job with it. I love the background. Oh, did I stop moving? Whoops. Whoops. Like something about the lighting of this mountain over here is just like blowing my mind. It looks so real. It looks so real. Like that looks like a picture. Like they just uploaded a picture. Okay. Urianger heals them so fast. So fast. Anyway, is he just gonna tank the damage? Yup. That's Urianger for you. That is what he does best. Yeah, I literally can't heal because Urianger is just healing like immediately. Like bro is so broken. Look at that, I barely got my shield out. Holy. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Okay. Let me see if I can use one of the clips that I just took. Let's see. Okay. I was just reading the tooltip, making sure that I actually knew what the thing was talking about. It's like, look at that. Immediately Urianger just heals everybody back to 100%. It's like, bro, can you not see I'm trying to make a video here?
Over time. And then there's Pepsis. This one is interesting because for this to heal, you need to have a shield. What it does is it removes the shield and will give you a bunch of HP. This means the combo for this is Eucrasia, Diagnosis, or Prognosis.
Okay, that's fine. I think the script explains it pretty well. Okay.
This means the combo for this is Eucrasia.
Eucrasia. Where is my... Oh, here it goes. Creation prognosis, creation diagnosis. And then it is Pepsis. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some arrows. Because of course I am. Okay. And then hopefully that's not too distracting or complicated. Nah, I think it's fine.
It removes the shield and will give you a bunch of HP. This means the combo for this is Eucrasia, Diagnosis, or Prognosis, Pepsis. This means the combo for this is Eucrasia.
Okay, let me add some animations.
This is Eucrasia. Combo for this is Eucrasia. Diag. Diagnosis or prognosis. Pep. This means the combo for this is eucrasia. Eucrasia. Diagnosis or prognosis. Pepsis. Eucrasia. Diagnosis or prognosis. Pepsis. Diagnosis or prognosis. Diagnosis or Diag. 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 Diag.
Ooh, I like the spin.
Eucrasia. Diagnosis or prognosis. Pepsis.
Here, let me add a big or. Or. And then.
Is eucrasia. Diagnosis or prognosis. Pepsis. Last but not least is Haima.
Okay. All right. You know, we are getting somewhere, chat. We are getting somewhere. We're 7 minutes in out of 11 minutes. So we have about 3 or so minutes more to work on. Let's see. It is midnight already, a little bit after midnight. So let's see how far I can get. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the video tonight, just because I am going to want to add like sound effects and a bunch of like little details, just to like make the video pop. So maybe I'll finish it tomorrow night, especially because tomorrow's Thursday and I don't work on Friday, which means I can stay up to like 3 in the morning. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Let's see here. I'll probably go for like maybe another hour and then I'll call it a night. But I got to go to the restroom, so I will be RB. Give me a second, chat. Okay, I am back. Let's continue on with this video.
What it does is it removes the shield and will give you a bunch of HP. This means the combo for this is Eucrasia, Diagnosis or Prognosis, Pepsis. Last but not least is Haima.
Actually, let me go somewhere else. I've already been here. I try not to have too many like similar shots. Oh, I forgot I was here actually. Yeah, let's I am loving these cute little. Oh my god, he's so precious. Okay, let me see if I can get bro in a shot. Okay. That is so precious.
Last but not least is Haima. Not least is Haima. This is just a Haima. 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 This Haima. 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 This Haima. This Haima. This Haima. This Haima. Haima. This Haima. This
I don't like any of these.
Haima. This Haima. This East is Haima. This is just a big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big, like a tank buster. And that's about it for Sage at level 7.
Okay, do I have footage of a tank buster? Is that one? Oh, perfect.
Can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big. Shield that you can give the tank. This is just a big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get big fast shield that you can give the tank when like a tank buster. Big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big, like a tank buster. And that's about it for Sage at level 70. Least is Haima. This is just a big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big, like a tank buster.
Perfect.
Fast shield that you can give the tank. This is just a big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big, like a tank buster. And that's about it for... It's just a big fast shield that you can give the... Timer. This is just a big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big, like a tank buster. And that's about it for Sage at level 70. Yes, I know this is a lot, and we have only covered what Sage starts off with. But honestly, Sage doesn't really change all that much as a buster. And that's about it for...
That's crazy. I am about 8 minutes into this video, and we barely talked about everything that Sage starts off with. Because remember, Sage starts off at level 70. Like, that is where you unlock it. So this is everything that you need to know just as you unlock the class. Like, that is crazy to me. All right, I'm just gonna play this through, just because I haven't actually looked at this playthrough. So let's see how this goes.
Are you a DPS main but want the quick cues of a healer? Well, Sage might be for you. Sage was introduced to us during Endwalker and starts off at level 70. So let's start there. The most important part of Sage is this little guy. Cardia is an ability that does one thing. It turns Sage into a DPS class. And I'm not even joking. The way it works is pretty simple. You click on the tank, and then you click on Cardia. And that's it! Now every time you attack an enemy, you heal your tank. And that's about it for Sage. It's pretty straightforward. Again, any attack you do heals the tank you gave Cardia. This is why it's so important that I kind of recommend going into your HUD settings and changing this. It'll make this icon bigger. This way you can never forget to give the tank Cardia, because it's almost as embarrassing as that time when SpongeBob rips his pants. So let's talk about all the different ways that you can attack as Sage. Starting off at level 1 is Dosis. This is your basic attack and one you're going to be pressing the most, so put it somewhere accessible. Keep in mind that you need to be standing still for this one to work, but you should literally be spamming this for the entire dungeon, unless you have something stronger to attack with. Something like Phlegma. Think of this one as a small grenade you get every 40 seconds. And the way it works is you walk up to an enemy and punch them in the face. The explosion then attacks any enemy near it, and it heals your tank. What more can you want? The next attack is this one. This is going to be your AoE attack. So spam whenever you are running around, because this one does not require you to stand still. For example, you know when you're in a dungeon and the tank is running ahead with all the monsters? Spam it! Is the boss using a bunch of... You get the idea. And last but not least is Toxicon. Do you see these purple diamonds on your job
Pepsi.
page? Each one of these lets you use Toxicon. This is a stronger version of the previous AoE attack. This is a stronger version of the previous AoE attack, which means if you have to move, first use up your Toxicons, then switch to spamming Dyscrasia. Now, you might be asking, how do I get these diamonds? Well, we're going to have to talk about healing first, so let's do that. Healing first. So let's do that.
I need to make this a little bit longer. Actually, I think I could just do that.
Healing first. So let's do that.
There we go.
I want you to put Diagnosis on your hotbar. This is your basic heal, but honestly, you're not really going to be using it much. I don't want to get ahead of myself, so let's put a pin on that. For now, just know that Diagnosis is a basic cure, and the AoE version is called Prognosis. This is what you will use when you want to heal the party. Pretty easy. You can consider Sage a shield healer. Party. Pretty easy. You can
Okay, let me
pretty easy.
just gonna add a like a couple of seconds here, just because I just move on from like a section to section a little quick. So, oh, you know what I can do? Actually, nah, it's fine.
Pretty easy.
I was gonna say I could make myself like a little. I don't even know how to explain it. Like a scene to like transition between other scenes. I don't know. It's too late, and I can't think anymore. It's past midnight. My brain doesn't work past midnight, chat. I am sorry.
See. You
Okay,
can
perfect.
pretty easy. You can consider Sage a shield healer. All this means is to be a professional Sage player, rather than waiting for your team to take damage before you heal them. Sage prefers to put a shield on the teammate. That way you don't have to heal them. Leave the healing to the white mage mains, and keep the party over 100% health by giving them a shield. You even get this cute little yellow bar showing the shield. So you might be asking yourself, how do you shield? You do it with this guy. Eucrasia is a level 30 ability that does one thing. Push it and look at what happens to the 2 healing spells you just added. It turns Diagnosis and Prognosis into shield spells. They still heal a little, but mainly they give your team a shield. Diagnosis gives one member, they give your team a shield.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay.
But mainly they give your team a shield. Diagnosis gives one member a big shield. Prognosis gives everyone a small shield. But it also does one more thing. When a Diagnosis shield breaks, it gives you 1 Toxicon diamond. However, when everyone has a Prognosis shield and your shield breaks, it will give you a diamond.
Wait, why?
When everyone has a Prognosis shield and your shield breaks, it...
Oh, I see. Okay. Do I have a clip of me giving everybody a shield? Ah, this is perfect, actually. Perfect.
Everyone has a Prognosis when everyone... However, when everyone has a Prognosis... However, when everyone has a Prognosis shield and your shield breaks, it will give you a diamond. This also turns your Dosis into a dot. And your shield breaks, it will give you a diamond. And the shield and your shield breaks, it will give you a diamond. And your shield breaks, it will give you... When everyone has a Prognosis shield and your shield breaks, it will give you a diamond. This also turns your Dosis into a dot. Think of it like a poison that does damage over time. So let's stop here for a bit so I can explain how everything we just talked about looks in-game. The very first thing you should do is give the tank Cardia. That way he gets healed whenever you attack. Then use Eucrasia, give the tank a Diagnosis shield. After that, go to the monsters and use up all 3 Toxicons and Phlegmas. While all this is happening, you can keep an eye on the shield. But the way that I do it is I wait until I hear the little chime that happens when the tank's shield is broken. As soon as you hear the chime, hit Eucrasia and then give the tank another Diagnosis shield. Remember, your job as Sage is to give people shields, so you don't have to worry about healing. As for fighting bosses, again, start with Cardia,
I don't
and
know
the
about this
diagnosis
song.
shield on the tank.
I might
If it's a trial or raid,
I might change it to something
you might
else.
need to wait a few seconds to see who the main tank is. But a quick way to tell is looking at the boss's health bar and seeing who it's pointing to. Just click the name and it'll target the main tank. After shielding the main tank, I like to use up my 2 phlegmas since they are your strongest attacks at the moment. Then just keep spamming doses and re-shielding the tank. If you notice the boss is going to do an attack that hits the entire team, use a shield prognosis before it happens, and then heal them afterwards. This is the basics of playing Sage. Just shield the tank, attack the boss, and when the shield breaks, apply another one. Cardio should be enough healing for most fights. But remember how I said earlier, you're not really going to be using Diagnosis much? That's because Sage has a ton of better healing spells. So let's talk about them individually. The first one I want you to add to your hotbar is called Drukhul. This will be your go-to healing to add to your hotbar is called
Drukhul. Is that how you spell it?
Drukhul.
Drukhul. Drukhul.
Drukhul. This will be your go-to healing spell, so put it somewhere easy to reach. To talk about this, we first need to talk about Sage's job gauge. Click the ability, and look at what happens to your job gauge. Use one of these blue balls, called Adderstings, and the gauge starts to refill. All you need to know right now is this should be the heal. Use one of these blue balls, called...
These are called Addersgalls.
Adderstings. Called
Addersgall.
and the gauge starts to refill. All you need to know right now is this should be the heal you use whenever you need to quickly heal someone, like when the Dragoon gets hit by the boss. The cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it, which means as long as you have blue balls. Cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it. Cool thing about this though is there is no cooldown for it, which means as long as you have blue balls, you can use it. Also, your gauge refills once every 20 seconds. You can hold a total of 3 of these blue balls.
Addersgall.
You use for certain abilities. 3 of these blue balls. You use
Addersgall. Addersgall.
for certain abilities. So let's talk about each of them. The AoE version of Drukhul is called Ixikul. This is a good heal to use when a bunch of people are low in health. Just keep in mind that you need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. Next is...
My audio kind of...
balls.
shifted. I think it's just these, though.
Balls.
Addersgall.
Oh boy. Okay, let me see. I can do that. And then... I don't know when it shifted, but I'm gonna have to fix that.
You use
Addersgall.
for certain abilities. So let's talk about each of them. The AoE version of Drukhul is called Ixikul. This is a good heal to use when a bunch of people are low in health. Just keep in mind that you need to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. Next is Terrakul. This is a team shield that seconds before you can use it again. Next is Terrakul. This is a team shield that also heals. After you use it, you'll have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. The last of the blue ball heals is called Terrakul. This one is stronger than Drew Coal and also shields your... This one is called Terracol. This one is stronger than Drew Coal and also shields your teammate. So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's talk about the spell Blue Coal and also shields your teammate. So to recap, these are all this one is stronger than Drew Coal and also shields your teammate. So to recap, these are all the heals that use called Terracol. Again. The last of the blue ball heals is called
Terracol.
the blue ball heals is called Terracol. Terracol. It's called Terracol. This one is stronger than Drew Coal and also shield called Terracol. This one is stronger than Drew Coal and also shields your teammate. Is called Terracol. This one is stronger than Drew Coal and also shields your teammate. So to recap, these are all the heals that use blue balls. I suggest you use these up before using Diagnosis and Prognosis to heal. So now let's talk about the spells that use MP. Vices is simple. This is just an AoE that heals over time. And then there's Pepsis. This one is interesting.
Pepsi.
And then there's Pepsis. This one is interesting because for this to heal, you need to have a shield. What it does is it removes the shield and will give you a bunch of HP. This means the combo for this is Eucrasia, Diagnosis or Prognosis, Pepsis. Combo for this is Eucrasia, Diagnosis or Prognosis, Eucrasia, Diagnosis or Prognosis, Pepsis. Diagnosis or Prognosis, Pepsis. For this is Eucrasia, Diagnosis or Prognosis, Pepsis. Diagnosis or Prognosis, Pepsis. Last but not least is Haima. This is just a big fast shield that you can give the tank when they're about to get hit by something big, like a tank buster. And that's about it for Sage at level 70. Yes, I know that.
Okay. Nice. Alright, I just need like a cool background since I'm just going to be talking on this one. So let's see. Oh, where are those axolotls? I could have sworn they're axolotls. Unless I am misremembering. I'm like 80% sure there's an axolotl here somewhere. Maybe it was like in the other aetherytes. So let me go check the other ones. Okay. So those are the unicorns. Those are the griffins. Damn, maybe I am wrong. Maybe I am wrong. That's okay. Let's go to... Maybe I just dreamed about them. Oh, I don't remember there being a little crab boy here. That's cool. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. That's okay. Okay.
And that's about it for Sage at level 7. And that's about it for Sage at level 70. Yes, I know this is a lot, and we have only covered what Sage starts off with. But honestly, Sage doesn't really about it for Sage at level 70. Yes, I know this is a lot, and we have only covered what Sage starts off with. But honestly,
All right.
But honestly, Sage doesn't really change all that much as it levels up. You get a few abilities that get upgraded, and only a few new things to add to your hotbar. So let's go through the new stuff in order. But honestly, Sage doesn't really change all that much as it levels up. You get a few abilities that get a few.
Phlegma. I think that's my favorite ability name for Sage. Phlegma. It just sounds so gross. Phlegma. Phlegma. Okay. Animations.
Abilities that you get a few abilities that get upgraded, and only a few new things to add to your hotbar.
We'll have the Goobu in the background. The Goobu, or is it Gobu? One of those. One of those.
So let's go through the new stuff in order.
Okay. Since I talk about Rizomatas, where's my Rizomata? Holos. Panheimer.
Panheimer. You get Crisis. This basically makes all your healing
Crisis. Okay. Let me add a nice little animation to these bad boys.
So let's go through the new stuff in order. So let's go through the new stuff. So let's go through the new stuff in order. At 74.
Hope the edit's going well. Yeah. We are 8 minutes in. 8 minutes out of 11. So we are almost done, chats. We are almost friggin' done. I'm so happy. I am so happy that I'm going to be able to move on to other projects. I'll be honest. Like that is what I'm happy about.
So let's go through the new stuff in order.
But good to see you again, Scarlett. I hope all is well. My voice is finally coming back. It's still a little, it still hurts a little, but I think I'm used to it now.
So let's go. 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 So let's go.
We'll do down for all of these.
So let's go.
Slide down, slide
Let's go.
down.
So let's go.
And then I'm just gonna stagger them a little bit. Okay, how does this look?
You get a few abilities that get upgraded, and only a few new things to add to your hotbar. So let's go through the new stuff in order. At 74 bar. So let's go through the new stuff in order. At 7. At 74, you get Rizamata. At stuff in order. At 74, you get.
Okay. I need a cute background. I guess I could sit here. Okay. I kind of want to get the butterflies in the shot as well. Okay. That's good. I don't know what it is about me, but I always like to have an aetheryte in the background. I think I just love the design of the crystals. It's like I think it's my favorite thing to look out for, or like my favorite thing to have in the background. It's like you always want to have something moving in the background, or else your shot is gonna look a little stiff, if that makes sense. So having something moving in the background kind of just makes it look nicer.
At 74, you get new stuff in order. At 74, you get Rizamata.
Oh, let me add a transition here. Ooh.
Things to add to your hotbar. So let's go through the new stuff in order. At 74,
Oh, that kind of lagged.
so let's go through the new stuff in order. At 74, you get Rizamata.
Is this too distracting, chat?
Stuff in order. At 74, stuff in order. At 70, stuff in order. At 70,
I think it's okay, right?
Stuff in order. At 74, you get Rizamata.
I think it's okay.
This one just new things to add to your hotbar. So let's go hotbar. So let's go through the
I'm gonna have to go back and add transitions to a lot of my shots because some of these are a little.
So let's go through add to your hotbar. So let's go
Wait. I'm guessing that transition isn't working. What about this one?
So let's go through the
Oh, that's not bad.
So let's go through the new stuff in order. At 74, you get Rizamata. This one just gives you a free adder sting. This gives you a
Addersgall.
This gives you a
Addersgall.
This one just gives you a free adder.
Addersgall.
So try and use it every time you get it. This one just gives you a free adder.
Addersgall.
Okay. Addersgall. Can you believe that I completely got the name wrong of that? So now I just gotta add a TTS to it.
This one just gives you a free
Addersgall.
So try and use it every time you get it. So let's go through the new stuff in order. At 74, you get Rizamata. This one just gives you a free
Addersgall.
So try and use it every time you get it. At 76, this one just gives you a
Let me just make this bigger. That way it's easier to, easier to know what I'm talking about. Okay. Actually, let me move this over here. Okay. Oh, did I do that with... Okay, no, I'm good. I thought I hit Rizamata with 3 of the Addersgalls. So I was like, whoops. Just making sure that I wasn't already topped up.
Rizamata. This one just gives you a free. This one just gives you a free. This one just gives you a This one just gives you a free
Addersgall.
So This one just gives you a free
Addersgall.
This one just gives you a free
Addersgall.
This one just gives
Actually, let me use... Where's that dog at? I need that dog. Oh, actually, this is perfect.
It just gives you a
Do that, and then I'll do an arrow.
Free
Addersgall.
Oh, I do not like that it moves. Just need a stationary one. Actually, how's this
so
one?
try and use it.
Oh, that's a little.
This one just gives you a free.
It's a little too much. Here we'll use the pink one again.
This one just. 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 Just gives you.
Okay.
This one just gives you a free.
Addersgall.
So try and use it every. This one just gives you a free.
Adders.
This one just. This one just gives you a free.
Addersgall.
So try and use it every time you get it. This one just gives you a free.
Addersgall.
So try and use it every time you get it. At 76, get it. At 76, you get holos.
All right. Oh, it's already one. Oh. Okay. Frick. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, we did get through a lot of this video. I think I'm pretty happy with the progress that we made. I think when I started, I was like around 5 minutes, so we got a good 3 minutes out of the video. And honestly, this last section is gonna go by pretty fast because there's not really much to talk about. So join me tomorrow for the stream that I finish this damn video. Oh man, I don't know if you guys saw, but Square Enix already released the next video contest. This is the video contest that they are gonna your video is going to be at FanFest, like playing on the computers or playing on the monitors, playing on the big screen. I remember last FanFest, they were sort of just cycling through all of the nominees. I believe it was the nominees. So I remember looking at those videos and I was like, damn, I should have made one. I totally, because I remember hearing about the video contest. In my head, I was just like, oh, there's no way that I could compete with other like bigger creators, because I mean, last FanFest was what, 2023? If I'm not mistaken. When did FanFest Vegas happen? FanFest Vegas. Was it 23? 20 2023 was the last FanFest. And in 2023, I think I barely had like 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers. So we have come a long way, chat. And I remember thinking back then, I was like, there's no way that I could compete with some of these bigger creators. And then I saw some of their videos and I was just like, man, I could do this. I can make a video like this. So this time I'm going to really try, and I am going to make it to FanFest. I am going to make it to that. I'm going to win that contest, chat. I'm telling you right now, For those of you here right now, the 5 of you listening and watching right now, the 9 of you, I'm sorry, the 9 of you watching right now, I am going to be the video contest winner at FanFest. That is not an opinion. That is not a guess. That is not a hypothesis. That is not even a question. I am going to be the winner of that video contest. Yeah, this is gonna be me right here. I'm gonna be so cool.
But honestly, Sage doesn't really change all that much as it levels up.
Actually, let me actually edit this into the video because this is actually pretty cool. All right, if you ever want to learn how to make images or GIFs or whatever float around your video, this is what you do. You go here. Here, so you go here. You do something called a keyframe, which is going to put a little dot on your picture or your GIF or whatever. And then you do the simplest thing ever. You move a couple frames, and then you move the glasses. You move a couple frames. You move the glasses. Easy peasy. Move a couple frames. You move the glasses. Just keep doing this until you're happy with the results. Just moving the glasses. That is literally all I am doing. And if you see on the timeline, it's throwing these little dots. So these are the dots to tell you where your picture is going to go on that frame. Pretty simple. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Just moving the glasses. The way that the way that my face or my character's face is like bobbing left and right, you do have to readjust and rotate whatever you're moving around, but it's not that hard to do. So you just keep doing this until you get to the end of your video or whatever it is that you're trying to track. I really like this frame though. This might be like another, maybe like a thumbnail. Actually, let me see if I can make a thumbnail about this real quick. Here, all I'm doing is just not hiding, but disabling the pictures that I was using on the background. And then I'm gonna put a little thing like this. And then I'm gonna put what I'm gonna put easy peasy Sage guide. There we go. Then I find a cool font to go with it. And boom, I have a YouTube thumbnail. Should I do that? Like if it's a pop socket? Or should I have it? I think I'm gonna have it here. I kind of want to give it like a spin. So we'll do that. And then, oh, you know what I can add? I can add one of these cats. Why does that one have a gun? Oh, the hamster. Damn. I don't know which one to choose. These are all so cute. I kind of wish there was one that had like glasses or something. Actually, no, this is perfect. Then I'll have this on the phone. All right. So that is how you make a YouTube thumbnail, chat. You kind of just have an idea in your head and you just see it through to fruition and hope that it looks cool at like by the end of it. That's what I do, at least. And then I literally do this so scuffed. I just take a screenshot of the thumbnail that I made, and yeah, boom, 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 boom. It's that easy. It is that easy. Alrighty. I am going to take my ass to bed, and I hope that you do the same. As always, don't forget to drink water, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye, y'all. Bye, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. Have a good night, everybody.